This channel is for adults and not for kids. Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by. So tonight I thought I would show you guys all the Mythic Legions figures that I own. I don't have a giant collection of these figures, just because Mythic Legions figures are like $40 to $50 a piece. So it's a little hard for me to army build with these guys. But I do own some, and I'll show you guys what I do have. I really love these figures. They are sculpted beautifully by the Four Horsemen. So there are, you know, vampires and dwarves and elves and humans and all kinds of characters in Mythic Legions. But I am, you know, I am drawn to the monsters, and those are the figures that I really like the most. So the two armies that I have are, as you can see, the vampire army, and then I have a skeleton army, and then I've got some other figures sprinkled in that I will show you guys. So the whole genesis for this video is because Mythic Legions had a head pack for sale. There were like 5 or 6 heads included in this pack, and I recently received it, and so I created 2 brand new figures using 2 of those heads, and I thought it would be cool to show you guys. So with that being said, this is the first guy I created. So this head came from the new head pack. It's this gorgeous hissing vampire. And what I did was I ordered this knight figure, and I popped off the knight's helmeted head, and I popped this head on, and then I realized that this knight had a gigantic cross painted on his chest, and you know, a vampire would have to be a sadomasochist to walk around, you know, with a cross on his chest. So that couldn't fly. So I had to paint this. You know, all of his clothes that you see are black. I painted that because I had to get rid of that cross. I hadn't even thought of that until after I popped the head on. But yeah, he's really cool looking. So he's like a vampire knight. There's another really cool vampire knight. The vampires, their colors are black and purple, a black and purple motif. Here's this vampire king. Now, if you're a Mythic Legions purist, I'm probably going to piss you off because I don't know the names of these guys. There is a lore, a mythos for these Mythic Legions figures. I don't follow it though. You know, I don't think you have to enjoy it. I just enjoy incredible sculpted action figures. So, you know, this is a really cool monster army, and that's as far as I need to go with it. I know they all have names, but, you know, it's not that big of a deal with me. This is like little midget vampire minion. He's shorter than the rest of them. There's this gigantic sized, ogre sized vampire. It's really cool. He's like the strong man. He's the muscle of the group. And that one in the black and purple, that one is my favorite. His face sculpt, I think, is the coolest. Yeah, this one. Very bat-like. It's like this beautiful monster army. Like, how could you not love these things? So that's the first army, the vampires. Okay, next up, this is a bog goblin, I believe is what they call him. And this is the first one that I had. He's just got this really cool froggy looking face. It's cool rusty armor. Well, one of the heads in that pack was this goblin, but with an open mouth, just like that vampire there has an open mouth. They made an open mouth of this bog goblin, and he's really cool looking. And I love this original goblin, but man, he looks way cooler with his mouth open, and you see his teeth and his tongue. It also came with a long tongue that you can swap out those tongues. But I like this look better. So I ordered a small ogre body, and then I popped that head off, and I popped this one on, and there's a new figure. And that's what's neat about these Mythic Legions figures, is they are designed for what they call pop and swap. So that's part of the allure of this line of action figures, is that you can create figures, you can swap parts and make your own, and then there's a huge aftermarket businesses going on of people that make designer heads or weapons, and so you can alter and change these figures quite a lot, and then you wind up with these totally unique, beautiful looking creatures. It's very cool stuff. I just wish I had a lot more money to play with these Mythic Legions figures. Like I said, they're kind of steep, but when you hold them, you do realize where that extra money went. They're put together very nice. They've got incredible sculpting details. They've got really great paint jobs on them. And then there's the whole fun of the pop and swap with them, creating brand new characters. It's very addictive. That's always a dangerous thing, when things are very addictive and very expensive. Look at this big sumbitch. He is really cool. So he is on the ogre-sized body. you know, he's a great big giant figure, just like that big giant ogre-sized vampire. This is a great big ogre-sized cyclops. Look at that face. Isn't that cool? What a neat looking monster. Big feet. Let's see. But yeah, the ogre-sized guys are really big. Like the new Vampire Knight that I created, he is like, you know, the basic size, and the Cyclops is that ogre size, and it just dwarfs him, just way taller. I do not remember that Cyclops' name. Okay, up next, this was another figure that they offered around Christmas time. It's obviously the Krampus. And I think this is part of a line called Figure Obscura, I believe. That's what it's called. It's like a sub-line. He's not really part of the Mythic Legion's storyline, but I mean, it's using Mythic Legion's parts, and it's from the Four Horsemen, and you can totally incorporate it into the Mythic Legions. But like I said, I don't really follow the mythos, so it doesn't really matter. But this is a gorgeous Krampus. Das ist gut. I dry brushed a lighter charcoal gray in his hair and his beard, just to make it pop a little more. Such a cool looking devil monster. These big old horns. And he's got these big hooves. And it's cool tail. And of course he comes with a big switch, a big bunch of sticks to beat the hell out of naughty children. And then he's got this cool little backpack that he carries around, you know, that he shoves the naughty kids in, and he carries it on his back. There's some naughty kids that never made it back inside. So that's cool. Yeah, I find it funny how, you know, like in Germany, they use the fairy tale, they use the legend of Santa Claus and Krampus to tell a story to the children. You know, if you're good, the Santa character brings you presents. If you're bad, the Krampus will fuck you up. And you know, it's there to tell a story. And it's just funny how in America they just incorporated the good guy. They just brought over Santa Claus, like with no regards to the whole second half of the legend, which is the threat of what happens to bad kids. I think that's an important part of the tradition, is that if you're good, you're rewarded. If you're bad, you're punished. And it's just funny that we only brought over the if you're good, you get presents thing. I mean, it's missing like half of the importance of the whole tradition or fairy tale. Plus Krampus is just so fucking cool. A winter devil monster. Come on. Okay, so last but not least is the Skeleton Army. This one's awesome. Okay. This one I made myself. This is, so I was trying to make a Charon, the Devil's Boatman from like Clash of the Titans. So this is one of those metal Star Wars figures from the Disney store. This is, you know, Kylo Ren. This is a heavy ass toy. So I took off the Kylo Ren head, and I attached one of the Mythic Legion's skulls, and I dry brushed it gray, and he doesn't look half bad. See that, Kylo? You were actually good for something besides fucking up a franchise. You actually helped make a decent looking figure. These Mythic Legions skeletons are awesome. Look at him shambling forth from the grave to exact revenge. They are pretty big and chunky. If you guys saw that video I made with the Boss Fight Studios skeletons, those look, you know, thinner, and they look like 1/12 scaled action figure skeletons. These are much chunkier. The bones are, you know, they're thicker. But they are awfully cool. Look at the sculpting detail on that skull. Those four in the back, that's the that is the skinniest skeleton that they make right now. This is the most skeleton, you know, skeleton looking skeleton that they have right now. Great sculpting detail. The Four Horsemen do not fuck around. They are really good. These are incredible action figures, and that's why you gotta pay more for them. I wish they weren't as expensive as they are, but you know, that's life. This one's cool. This is like a general skeleton. Again, the hardcore Mythic Legions people are probably tearing out their hair, screaming, you know, that's Octavius Vladimus, or whatever the fuck his name is. He's super cool. And notice that all three of these skulls that I showed you, they're all different. This general skull, those skinny ones in the back, and that chunky warrior right there, all three of those skulls are different. They're not the same. It's not like they just dressed it up a little different. They're completely different action figures. My Charon back here, he's one of those skulls. And then this one's beautiful. I believe this guy's name is Hagnon or Hagnor, something like that. Maybe Hagnom. I don't know, it's something like that, but it's basically like a ghost. It's glow in the dark. Hagnon, I think that's it. Let me hold him up to the light and see if I can get him to glow for you guys. Let's see if this works. Nope, it did not work. I'd have to hold him up for longer, but it does glow. I have a version of him on order which has a bluish tint to the plastic. So this one here glows like a bright green, and the new one will glow bright blue. So it's like this, but there's a slight bluish tone to the plastic, and he'll glow bright blue. What a cool army, huh? Hey, baby. Daddy's trying to show off his monsters. I know. Go drink some water. I know, I'll be in there in a minute. Go. I love you too. Go. Come on. Don't knock over the... Sit down. Thor, sit. Good boy. Okay. What the fuck was I saying? I don't know. I love these toys. They're really cool monsters. You know, skeleton army, vampire army, the Cyclops, the bog goblins, the Krampus. I really enjoy these figures. I know why they're so addictive. They're just really, really cool. I have a bunch of the Cosmic Legions figures on order. The Four Horsemen have ventured out into doing science fiction figures. So these are their fantasy-based figures, and now they have their new line of science fiction figures coming out. And I kind of went a little nuts with ordering those. I think I'm going to have more Cosmic Legions figures than Mythic Legions, but those are good problems to have. Anyway, I will show those off to you guys when those come in. I thought you guys would like seeing these. I know I did a video previously on the channel of just the Vampire Army, but I thought it would be cool to show you guys all of them. All of the Mythic Legions that I have. So, which army do you guys like the most? Which ones do you think are the coolest? Do you guys like the skeletons more or the vampires more? I kind of dig the vampires more, even though skeletons, you can never go wrong with skeletons, but these vampires, man. So damn cool. Anyway, do you guys collect Mythic Legions or stuff that the Four Horsemen put out? Are you guys going to get those Cosmic Legions when they drop? Anyway, I just wanted to check in and say hi, and I hope you guys are going to have a kick-ass weekend. I will catch up with you guys pretty soon with some more goodies. Some other monsters. All right, my friends. Thanks for stopping back by. I'll catch up with you later. Bye.